Hello, Cartoon Mason with Temple Solel in Paradise Valley. This week's Torah portion is Vayeshev, where Joseph is stripped of his coat of many colors and sold as a slave into Egypt, where he gets a new coat. But then he loses that coat too and gets locked in jail. Joseph is imprisoned for not backing down when his boss's wife harasses and blackmails him, which reminds me of another Jew imprisoned for not backing down. The Alter Rebbe, founder of Chabad, Rabbi Shmuel Zalman of Liadi. About 200 years ago, the Russians hated the Torah. This was a problem for the Alter Rebbe because he loved the Torah. For the crime of teaching Judaism, he was locked up in the St. Petersburg Slammer. He was interrogated and then released after 53 days on the 19th of Kislev. This day is now celebrated across the Hasidic world as the birth of Hasidus because the Alter Rebbe used his descent into prison as an opportunity for spiritual growth. Upon release, he spread his Hasidic beliefs that God isn't some separated thing that we pray to, but an intimate friend and a guide that's within all of us, always. That reminds me of another 17 Jews imprisoned for not backing down. The Reformed rabbis locked up on Juneteenth, 1964 for standing in racial and spiritual solidarity with Dr. Martin Luther King in St. Augustine, Florida. 99 years after the people enslaved in Texas learned they were slaves no more, to the day was the largest mass arrest of rabbis in U.S. history. We came because we could not stand quietly by our brother's blood, they wrote in their joint letter why we went. We have been vocal in our exhortation of others, but the idleness of our hands too often revealed an inner silence. Silence at a time when silence has become the unpardonable sin of our time. Just weeks after this landmark event, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, outlawing discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin in the United States. There seems to be a pattern here. A little thing called Yeridah Letzorech Aliyah. Descent for the sake of an ascent. I hope we can all come to see that our struggles are actually for the sake of good in the end. This has been Cartoon Mason, and adios amigos.